I know Pow says she doesn't sing any, but that doesn't sound like Danny. That sounds like Pow. Howdy, folks, and welcome back. We are on the last of the songs that were released from Keep Me Fed by The Warning. Sharks. Official lyric video. Once I've heard this, I will have heard every song on Keep Me Fed. And I'm kind of excited for this one because I don't know how the song goes. But I know that Ali said that this is one of her favorite songs, and currently when she was did a Q&A on Instagram recently, I think she said at that point in time, Sharks would be the one she'd pick. I've heard people in the Discord, the Warning Discord, say this is their favorite. So I have high hopes. I don't know. But Escapism. I really liked Escapism. That one was pretty cool. So let's see if Sharks can beat it. Here we go. Okay. Got that drive. Got that driving music. I like that. I'm going to start over again. I like the intro. It's definitely Warning. Interesting drums by Pow. Yeah. I know Pow says she doesn't sing any, but that doesn't sound like Danny. That sounds like Pow. Am I even sing? Doesn't that sound like Pow to you guys? I know they generally have similarities in their voices, but longtime fans can tell the difference. It just sounds more like Pow than it does sound like Danny. Of course, I think they're all contributing to this don't bleed stuff, but it really sounds like Pow singing that. She said she's not. She said she isn't singing any of them, so it must be Danny. Very catchy. I know you can almost not hear that don't bleed stuff underneath the music, but we can see in the lyrics they're singing it, and when I listen carefully I can hear it. Very low. I am really curious how they'll play this one live. Because some of these rhythms and some of these sounds, I'm sure they can do a backing track on some of it, but it's not something I would imagine they could do live. So they must vary it a little bit live. More yelling and whispering. It's kind of a theme of the second half of the back half of Keep Me Fed. Now instead of whispering "Don't bleed, don't bleed," they're screaming it. They're pleading it. I like it. Oh my god! Again, they're so varied. The technique, the singing technique here, it sounds very '90s, kind of popish, but in a cool way. You better swim a little faster now. It's the meat that really matters. Does it really matter? Girl group stuff. That was girl group stuff, from like the 90s. Does it really matter? Wait for the teeth to bite. Subtle again. You can barely hear it. Okay. That was cool. All right, that's the top. That beats escapism for the new back half of the album, back half of the releases. I dug that. That was cool. It was a cool beat throughout the whole thing. Great variety of vocals. I swear it sounds like Pow singing in the beginning and not Danny. Maybe she did. Maybe she sang this bit in the beginning and then Danny took over. Because come on, guys, you got to agree with me, right? Come on. Listen. It sounds like Pow. Am I insane? That part sounds like Pow, and it could very well be. Pow said she didn't have lead in any of the songs. That doesn't mean she wouldn't sing a bit. I mean, for goodness sake, Ollie doesn't have lead in anything, but she sings a couple of lines in Choke when they do it live. Is that Pow? Because that sounds like Pow to me. Probably not. But come on, what do you think? That's all of them, I think. Or maybe it's Ollie. Don't bleed, don't bleed. It's the meat that really matters. I don't know how they'll pull this one off live, but I want to see it. I want to see this done live. I really want to see who sings what. I want to see how they pull off all of the interesting sounds in this one and how they do those very varied vocals. That's going to stick in my head, too. Don't bleed, don't bleed. So this is, I mean, I'm not trying to go for meaning on this one. To me, it just seems like, again, relationshipy, but more of sharks, people that just, you hear about them all the time. The most common one, somebody's going to say record industry sharks, right? Industry people are sharks. Could be, whatever. Just people who are, trying to eat you alive, literally, to get to get ahead, to get what they want. They don't care about you. You're nothing but food to them. You're nothing but something in the way or something to be destroyed. I don't really care that much about the lyrics and the meaning on this one as much as it's the a funky, groovy, cool song, right? It's funky, groovy, and hard. It's The Warning. What other group does that? I mean, they'll do a funky song, a kind of a groovy song, or they'll do a hard song, or they'll do a pop song. The Warning will put it all in the same song. Just love that. Wait for the teeth to bite. Yeah. I'm not going to listen to the end of it with you guys. I'm going to let you go. It's been a long time, but I want to go watch this one again and listen to this one again. I got to go listen to the tracks on the album in order now and hear the whole album as they intended it, the sequence they intended it. But yeah, this is awesome. I like Sharks a lot. This one does beat some of the previously released stuff. I don't know where yet, but it's up there. It's like in the top 5 right now for the entire album for me. I like it. This one is just so complex and so cool. I love it. I love it. Let me know after, since we're done with the songs now, what is your favorite song from the album? Now, I presume you've heard the whole thing, or else you probably wouldn't be listening to people's reactions or watching people's reactions. What's your favorite? And more importantly, I know it's true of me and it's true of a lot of people I've talked to with The Warning, especially. You have to listen to the songs many, many times to really know how they rank. I'd be kind of curious where you are now, and maybe come back in a week and say where you are then about how you're ranking these songs on Keep Me Fed. I will do that as well. I'm going to be updating my top 10 warnings video. I love doing that video. It came out before Keep Me Fed. The only thing that had come out, I think, was More when I did that. Yeah, I think it came out before Sick. My top 10 did. I'm going to be updating that probably the next week and give you guys my current rankings of my top 10 warning songs of all time. Throughout their career, of all time, throughout their career, which will include all of these Keep Me Fed songs too. I'll keep them. I'll get them in the running, and I'm not sure where Sharks will be. I don't know if it'll be in the top 10 or not. It might. You'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.